Hello everyone, it's Jessica. I'm back today with a new scrapbook process video for you. This is my 10th video and I'm having a lot of fun making these for you guys, so I hope you're enjoying them too. I'm going to show you guys how to do some super easy mixed media today using a stamp. I usually use the packaging technique or the kissing technique to do my mixed media, but today I'm going to try something new. I'm going to use this stamp from Stampin' Up. It's an old collection of theirs, and I'll link it in the description because I have the name of it here, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But basically all I'm doing is I'm using this large grungy stamp to put some distress ink on, and I do water it down a little bit with my paintbrush just to give it a little bit of movement. And then I'm just stamping it and kind of smushing it around on my paper to get that mixed media effect. And I love the little splotches in this stamp, so I'm definitely going to use this again sometime because I do really love the control of this rather than using the packaging technique, and it just kind of goes everywhere and you don't have a super amount of control unless you really keep your work area small. So I'm just going to dry this up a little bit with a paper towel here. And I just want to point out that I am using Vicki Boutin Foundations paper for this mixed media layout because it is a heavier cardstock, so it's able to hold more of that moisture and the water and the mixed media products. So it is kind of hard to find sometimes, but when I find it, then I always stock up because I know I use it a lot. So the colors that I'm using today are Distress Inks in Mustard Seed, that's the yellow one. The blue one is Faded Jeans, and the pink is Kitch Flamingo. So I'm using Distress Inks, and then I'm using the Oxides, which is in the bottles. I just like the effect of kind of mixing them all together. The inks are a little bit more transparent, so you can see through them. And then the oxides you can't see through. They're kind of chalkier. You can use them on black paper and they will still show up, whereas the inks do not. So that's kind of the difference for you. Then I just take my paintbrush. I do add in some splatters using my paintbrush, and I add the splatters in pretty much all the colors I think here, just to get a little bit different effect here and just add to that mixed media. I love the little splatters. Originally I was going to go in with some white too, but I ended up forgetting the white, but I like how it turns out anyways. So I'm just kind of keeping this dry in between my colors, or trying to a little bit so that they don't bleed together too much. Because if you mix blue and yellow, it does tend to make green. So I go in here with some Faded Jeans in the Oxides, but I didn't really like it, so I didn't want to keep going with that. So what I did was I just used my Distress Ink in Faded Jeans and watered that down a little bit just so that I could do some splatters with it, and I do like how that turns out more. Just because it's a little bit more transparent, but you can still see it. I realize now on this video, though, it's really hard to see that, but you'll see it in the close-ups later. I'll show you those cute splatters because they do show up a lot better on the close-ups. But it's super easy, so easy to get that mixed media effect. So I'm going to just drop in my tags and my pictures. When I originally started laying things out, I just kind of threw everything down. I didn't throw it in any particular order. I didn't organize this. I just started throwing tags and then I threw my photos on top, and I actually really liked the layout of that and how that turned out, so that's how I kept it, and I just did my mixed media around it. And I'm using Vicki Boutin's color study line, so I have her embellishments here. I have these cute little letters. I'm going to spell out fun with the letters eventually here. And I'm going to look through these embellishments. I see these cute little banners that I absolutely love. So I'm just kind of playing around with the placement of those, trying to decide where I want them to be. And I decide I'm going to put them on the top here, just to kind of set off the title a little bit because it's such a short title. So I'm going to use the banners just to set that off just a bit. And look at all these cute little flowers. I love, love, love all of these embellishments in here. It's such a cute pack of ephemera. So I can really get a lot of use out of any of this stuff, which is kind of crazy because when I originally ordered this, I didn't really think that I was going to get a lot of use out of it. I thought, oh, these colors, they're really super bright for me, and I tend to stick to blues, greens, and yellows a lot. So I really kind of second guessed ordering this after it was already ordered. But then when I had these photos that I needed to scrap, I thought, oh, wow, those colors would be perfect with these photos because they're just so bright and fun and cheery. So it really, really worked out well for these pictures. I have these pictures of my son, which is in the back of the car there, and my niece and my nephew. And they're enjoying some time at an amusement park over the summer of 2019, I believe it was. Yes, 19. So we haven't been able to do that for a while just because of the COVID virus, or coronavirus. So, hopefully we'll be able to do that again soon. But here you see me, I just ripped some out of my cardstock just to put some of this cute pattern paper behind it. But what you'll actually see me do is I have the 6x8 pad, I believe it is. I think that's what size it is. And I'm actually going to take a sheet out of that for this because I really don't want to hack up my full sheet of 12 by 12 just for this, because this is so brand new to me. I just got this collection in the mail finally, so I don't want to hack into it just yet. So I'm just going to use one of these smaller sheets because that's really all I need. Just going to tuck that in there, and I'll get my other piece ready here and slide it right in there. So you see I have my distress ink sitting out. I'm going to do some stenciling here. And this container I get asked a lot about. I got this for washi tape from Michael's, but I ended up not using it for washi tape, and it was perfect for these little mini distress inks. So I'm going to just go in with my my blotter or blending tool, whatever you want to call it here, and just do my stenciling here right over top of my mixed media, just to give it a little bit of an added effect to it. Just the layers give it a little bit more dimension for you. And you could do this with texture paste as well. That would actually put a really cool effect onto this page as well. And I'm going to go in here with a couple different colors. I'm going to do some on the blue. I'm going to do some on the pink. And the pink one that I'm using is Spun Sugar. And the yellow one was the same as before. It's just the mustard seed. And then the blue one is going to be the Faded Jeans again. And I don't clean off my stencil in between because I kind of want this to blend together a little bit. So see how that pink kind of blends into the yellow at the bottom there? I kind of want to keep that effect since it is mixed media. So I'm not cleaning it off in between. I'm just going to go in here and add some to the blue now with the Faded Jeans. I'm going to take this one up just a little higher just to add a little bit more interest to that cutout that I put up at the top. It's super, super easy, you guys. This is a really fun layout to do, and it's actually pretty quick to do. It really didn't take me long to get all of this mixed media onto this paper. Just going to adhere down these little cutouts that I put at the top and the bottom. Just going to scooch that back in there. And then do the top one. I'm I'm just going to start embellishing. I'm going to add these back in. These are those cute little banners and the tags. And I'm going to mat my photos. I don't know how you guys mat your photos. I've seen a lot of different ways, but I prefer this method where I just kind of lay my photos out. I leave a little bit of extra space in between them, and then I cut them apart at the same time. It's just faster for me that way. But I've seen people actually measure it out and cut it and then put it on their mat. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. I'm going to go in and add some twine to my tags. So I'm just going to cut the hole out of all of them with my hole punch. And then I'm going to add the tags, the twine to the tags, and I'm actually going to end up tying them in bows. I leave them for a little while. I do like them how they look without being tied, and I use that a lot on my pages, but I'm actually going to go back in later and then tie them into little bows. So here's that twine. I don't know about you guys, but I have a big jumbled mess of twine. So I keep it in a big Ziploc bag, and it's all just kind of in there in one big mishmash. So I just pull out what I need. Sometimes it's hard to find the end of it, but I make it work. It's okay. I wonder if anybody else has a big Ziploc bag full of their twine. Just adding that back in. I absolutely love that cute little tag. I might have to order some more of these tag sheets because they're just so cute. She did a really good job designing those. So just pulling out all my stickers and everything. I'm going to go ahead and add my title in now. It's just going to say fun. It's a simple title, but they had a lot of fun that day. Their pictures, these particular pictures, don't look like they're having a great time because they're distracted with something else, but they really did have a lot of fun. It was my son's first time riding rides, so he absolutely loved it. So just kind of placing everything down. I'm going to stick this all down here, and then I'm going to go in and add some more embellishments. So it's a pretty simple layout. It's easy, it's quick, which I love, but it still looks like you spent a lot of time on it. So I'm just going to finish adhering those banners and that little documented sticker at the top. And I'm using my ATG gun. I don't know if I mentioned that already or not, but I'm using the ATG gun. It's my favorite type of adhesive. It's super, super sticky. I mean, once it's down, it's down. It's not coming back up unless it's ripping your paper with it. So I absolutely love it, and I get my tape refills from tapejungle.com. I found it's the cheapest and best quality. And no, I'm not endorsing them or promoting them. I'm just trying to help you out and tell you where I get my refills. So here you're going to see me in the frame a little bit because I need to get close for this. I just go through and put some lines around all of those tags just to give them a little bit more dimension. So it's just a cute little effect that I like to do once in a while on my layouts. You can do this on the outside of your page as a border, or you can do this as kind of a little effect on your pictures or any embellishments or anything. And just going to finish up here adding some embellishments. I'm going to speed this up for you, and I think I'm going to pop some music in here for you so that you can listen to some music while I finish embellishing this. Okay, friends, so here is my finished layout. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you come back and watch more and hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever I upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!